What's up, guys? We're gonna build beats, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to level up your melodies. If you guys haven't subbed already or turned posters on, make sure you do so. Because it's help out a lot. Let's hop right into it. So I'm just grabbing a minor real quick, just because it's all the white notes, and then we can go in here. And I just want to explain something real quick. So when you first start off, right, you probably make melodies like this, right? And don't pay attention to the actual melody. I'm just look at the length of it, right? And as you get better over time, you start making longer and longer melodies, right? And of course you add stuff because you're getting better, but we're just talking about the length of the melody, right? And a lot of y'all probably are at this point, right? 8-bar melodies, right? Okay. Now, what I don't want you to get caught up in is only the length of the melody, or like how long it is, right? Because if you do that, then all you're going to start doing is you're going to add a few notes, but it's going to be the same exact melody at the bottom, right? Which you can do, but this is why I want you to start looking at it as you're telling a story, right? Because sometimes a short story is the best type of story to tell, right? And sometimes you need to tell a longer story to get the point across, right? So if you want to make a trap beat, you might need to make a 4-bar melody, right? Or if you're making a pop song or something, you might need a longer melody, right? So to level up from here, I'm sure you guessed, you want to double the length, right? And then you want to continue the story, add some other notes, right? And that's just the summary of what I'm talking about, right? So let's actually go in and I'm gonna show you what I mean by this. Now, before we actually start making the legit melody, right? We need to make like a background. So it could be chords or whatever, right? It could be some chords, anything, right? Now, what I'm gonna do is make something really short, because I just want to go ahead and get to the melody part. So let's start on the A. Make sure I'm zoomed in so you can see. Let's pull this down. Let's use this as the lowest note. Stretch these ones out a little bit. Let's see if we pull this down. Let's adjust. Oh, wait. All right, I like that. So what we could do is just copy this all the way over, right? We don't got to do anything crazy because this isn't our melody. This is just like the background. No different if you just had like some chords with a pad in the background. All right, so let's actually go and do the flute and make a legit melody. Okay, so this is the key part, the most important part of the video, right? So now we're gonna make a legit melody all the way through. So we're gonna go 4 bars by 4 bars, and I'm gonna walk you through it, right? So if you don't know where to start right now, so if you're like, man, I don't know what to, put this melody on, right? You go back to the original, right? And you can look for the middle note. Now you can just eyeball it and it should be just one of these notes, right? But for me, I know that this is my original chord, so my middle note is C. So I'm gonna use C, and that's pretty much just how you figure that out. So let's go for, like, we're gonna do 4 bars and then the next 4 bars, right, in order. So now the first step, I just want to listen for where I want to place my note. So I'm hearing somewhere right here. So we probably can come up with a decent little rhythm. Okay, so now here's another part. Now you're probably like, oh, let's keep going. Now you can do that, right? But you also want to throw in repetition because it's a melody, right? You want it to be catchy. So let's just make it easy on ourselves and just copy it over. It's okay to do that, right? It's within its 4 bars. All right, so now we're on the next 4 bars, and actually I like that B note. Let's use this. And we can kind of snake it, I guess, right? Just kind of make it go all the way through. And then let's add this, right? We don't got to reinvent the wheel. We could just steal from what we already made. And then let's put that repetition back in here. Gotta delete this note. So you can see this repetition, right? Right, and here's where the repetition comes back in, because you remember this. So we can add this kind of rhythm back in there. And let's go up to, let me zoom in. Let's put it, let's try the E, right? If you're not sure, you can just look and you can see the E is right here, right? So we know we're in harmony somewhat. So I want to add this rhythm back in there, and then maybe just add a quick little note. And then let's shorten this up. Let's see what this sounds like all together. I do want to shorten these notes up. All right. So now we got 2 left. Let's go on this one. So these 4 bars. All right. So with this one, we don't need, like, you don't have to make like a melody like this, right? Let's just do something really simple. Let's just copy this over in the middle. All right. And then let's copy this. Right, let's make it quick. We don't even got to do anything crazy. Okay, and on the last one, we can really switch it up a bit. And let's just pull this all the way out. Let's double it. And let's go down to the A. Then let's go up to the E. All right, let me shrink it down a bit. I almost feel like that's way too high. No, yeah, that's the A. Never mind, the E, my bad. Let's pull this out and pull it down and see how that sounds. And it should sound pretty nice, all right? All right, and that's how we make our full melody. You can see it's pretty much the same melody, just different rhythms, right? And a few extra notes on the outside, but you can see, and I'll play it later, but I want to get to this next part. But you can see now we've leveled up, right? We created a more interesting melody from this, right? Rather than just repeating this over and over, right? All right, so let's move on to the next part. All right, so that was the key part I wanted to show you. So now we're just going to continue and just finish the beat so we can have an outro beat. So same thing, right, with this, right? Except now we just want to do a little bit less because we already got our melody. So we just want to add extra to it. So let's so we can go to the thirds. Try this out. And we still in the same range. We're still in the same range as a flute, right? We're not really going outside of it, right? This is pretty much another counter melody, I guess, or a counter melody. All right, and that's all we really need, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel again. We could just copy this over, right? Because I don't want to send a message that you have to have a different melody every bar, right? Just for your actual, like, this is our melody. This is the actual melody of the song. Technically, this is just the chorus, right? And this is just the counter, right? Support notes or whatever, right? But this is our legit melody. Let's add that bass in there. offset this. It creates some bounce when we add the drums. And we just add a little bit of extra over here somewhere. Probably like. All right, so that is the 808 and everything. So now let's just go ahead and pop in some drums. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna just do the hi-hats and I'm gonna probably just add like a few extra drums. So we just, I'm gonna see how it sounds with the. All right, so what I'm gonna do, just speed it up a little bit just so it doesn't take so long, right? Because it does take a little while to like keep switching the grid and stuff, right? All right, so here is the full beat. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully this helped out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.